So now we can talk about it. Now that it appears that it's not even it appears, that's what happened. The virus didn't come from no damn fucking bat. It came from that fucking virus lab. That's where it came from. The true question is, was it released intentionally or not? That's the true question. Well, we're already almost a year and a half removed from it now. We'll never know now. We'll never know. Plus, you're dealing with a country that doesn't give a fuck. 2, lie to us. Now we can talk about it. Okay, now we can talk about it. Before you couldn't talk about it because it was a conspiracy theory. Now it's okay. It's just so fucked up on so many levels. But I remember in January of 2020 when I first heard about this coronavirus thing, and it was like nobody was reporting it, not mainstream anyway. I heard this from an Asian news site, okay? And the reports was, there's this new virus, it just started in Wuhan, you know, it's killing people, and where it came from, there's a bioweapons lab in that area where they know where it came from. Now I remember reading this and going, holy fuck. And at the time, I was still able to go to my canoe paddling practice. So I went there and I was talking to all the people there about it. And everybody, of course, majority of people hadn't even heard of it. And the ones that had heard of it laughed at me and said, ha ha ha, you're a conspiracy theorist. That's not true. There's no such thing. Everybody couldn't believe it. I remember this distinctly. I remember standing on that beach and talking to these people about it and like being told that I was fucking wearing a tinfoil hat and that I was believing in fucking the spaghetti monster. Fast forward, here we are. Everything that I had read is fucking true. You can go on and oh, that hasn't been proven yet. You know what? Ask yourself these questions. If it was really an accident, why would China wait however many months it was? Because supposedly the first infections was in November of 2019. So why would they wait November, December, January to say anything to the world? And when they first talked about it, they said it can't be transmitted from human to human. Well, that's not true either. No, so if it really was an accident, why did the Chinese government try and hide it? They tried to hide it, but then they couldn't. Or, which is more plausible, is that they released the fucker on purpose so that all the people traveling internationally would spread it, which is what happened. People traveling internationally from China spread it, right? I mean, it's funny how people forget this, how it happened. And when it first started happening, when the first fucking cases started happening in America, the president, Donald Trump, proposed a travel ban. And even the current president, Mr. Joe Biden, and all his fucking cronies and all the left-leaning media, they all said he's being a racist, he's being a xenophobe. You know? Bill de Blasio and Andrew Cuomo talking about how it's not a big deal. Bill de Blasio's on camera saying it can't be spread from human to human. He was just repeating what he read the Chinese say. Okay? Nancy Pelosi telling everybody to go to Chinatown. Said the president calling it a China virus is racist. All this fucking shit. Well, you know what? If we had listened to the president, we probably wouldn't have had that much of an impact here. If we had listened to the president and shut down the borders and gone full on attack mode on this. But no, everybody didn't want to believe it. And then the guy that they put all their trust into, the guy that contradicted himself at least 500 times during this whole thing, Dr. Fauci, turns out he's involved in this. This is not conjecture. He funded that fucking lab. He was involved in this. They were doing gain of function research, but I told them expressly not to do it. That's your excuse, Dr. Fauci? The man perjured himself before Congress. He did. That man should be locked up. He's a liar. He lied to everybody. He's involved in this. Totally involved in this. And I bet if you were to look at his stock portfolio, I bet he holds fucking stock in Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna. I bet you he holds stock in all those companies. How much you want? Just like Bill Gates holds stocks in all those companies. Those guys made billions of dollars off of this. Why? Why would they do this? Well, think about it, man. Think about it. Donald Trump is the first president to be tough with China since Richard Nixon. Wrap your head around that, man. Wrap your head around that. The first guy to be tough with fucking China. Do you think the Chinese wouldn't even blink if they knew they could reverse their fortunes in the world economy by unleashing a virus? I know this is conspiracy, but like, the mainstream narrative is obviously not true. Even all these news sites, all these people that denounce the lab leak theory, now they're fucking accepting it because the evidence is too clear. Now, people were talking about this over a year ago, and they got shouted down for being conspiracy theorists. Now, you people that believe this, I never believed it. I always thought it came from that fucking lab. People that believed in this theory that it came from a bat. How stupid do you guys look right now? You guys look dumb. I mean, you looked stupid back then to me, but now you look really stupid. And these news organizations trying to say that it's the president's fault. Former president Donald Trump. How is it his fault? He called it for what it is from the very start, and nobody wanted to listen to him. Well, do you realize, like, the gravity of this? I mean, we're never going to know now. It's been too long. We'll never know now. We do know that where it came from, Wuhan. We do know that there's a bioweapons lab there. We do know that Dr. Fauci is complicit in this. We do know all these things. But are we going to ever really know whether it was released by accident or whether it was released on purpose? We'll probably never know that. It's been too long already. And too many of you fucks that denied this, that didn't even want to give it a shot, the time has passed. Now, the question is, what is the president going to do? Is he going to hold China's feet to the fire? No, he's not, because he's in bed with China. He ain't going to do a damn thing. Now they're trying to say, oh, just forget it. Just forget it. It's done with. It's over. We have the vaccine. Just forget it. Look at what it's done. Look how it's destroyed the world. Right? We need to know, did it fucking come from that lab? I think so. I think that there's more evidence that it came from that lab than it coming from a damn bat. Okay? Then why did it come from the lab? Were they messing around with shit they shouldn't have been messing around with? And why the fuck were they messing around with it anyway, being funded by American dollars? This is all true. That lab was funded by your taxpayer dollars. Wrap your head around that for a second. It's funny how in the beginning Fauci was kind of like, it's kind of just like a bad flu. And then when he realized how fucking bad it was and how it had spread worldwide, then he changed. It's like, oh my God, 10 million people are gonna die, and it's gonna bring us to our knees. That guy should be strung up in the public square and fucking hanged for what he's done. That's my opinion right there. That guy is a criminal. Right? He's, again, all those people, all these complicit people that denied the science. You like to talk about denying science, right? You guys that believe in this lie, you guys are the ones denying science. We never should have shut down the country. We never should have did that. What we should have did was follow the science. What does the science say? Who does it affect? The most vulnerable people. People with pre-existing conditions and old people. Okay? We should have quarantined them. It wouldn't have been hard because you know why? Old people don't really go anywhere. We should have quarantined them. We didn't have to wreck the economy. No. Had to wreck the economy. Why? I mean, again, because of what is the underlying reason? Why did we do this? I don't know. You have to look for the most nefarious reasons because there ain't no good reason to do it. There's not one good reason why we did that. So if it's a nefarious reason, what is it for? To throw shade on Donald Trump? Just to make Donald Trump look bad? If that's what it really is, how evil these people are. How evil. Again, if you believe that it came from a bat, you are the conspiracy theorist. You are the tinfoil hat wearing motherfucker. It came from that fucking lab. Whether it was intentional or not, that's the big question. Right? Again, are we ever going to find out? Half the country got their head in the sand.